I'm Michael Casagrande here with John Talty. We're here to talk more about Alabama football as they get ready for the Arkansas game Saturday at 6 o'clock, Bryant-Denny Stadium. So today we're going to talk about the biggest surprises, the good and the bad for Alabama this year. And we each have one. So John, give me your good, give me your bad.
I feel like good, the guy that I'm going to single out is Ronnie Harrison. You know, he came in with pretty high expectations, but it's always hard to know what a true freshman's going to do, especially as a defensive back. You know, there's been some struggles there in the past, and he's really impressed me, especially the last couple of games. He's getting interceptions. He's doing a good job. You know, Nick Saban's praising him, which he's not going to do for too many young guys. And I think he's done a really good job of kind of adding another piece to that secondary, and I think it's really helped shore up what was a major issue for Alabama last year. Biggest, I guess, bad surprise, and I wrote about this earlier the week, to me, it's Kenyan Drake. You know, came in with very high expectations. You know, some of his teammates comparing him to Reggie Bush, Reggie Ragland, saying this guy could win the Heisman, and it just hasn't panned out yet. You know, he hasn't really made a major impact on the ground. It's been a Derrick Henry show there. They've tried to kind of move him around a little bit, but it really hasn't paid out. And he hasn't been a major impact guy as a slot receiver. So it's just surprising to see a guy who has a lot of this kind of skills on paper not pan out thus far.
Right. No, I can't disagree with either one of those picks. I guess for me, offensively, I guess the good surprise would be Richard Mullaney. You knew he was good. You knew he was solid. He coming from Oregon State, but you never knew how that would translate to the SEC, to this level of football. You know, as a receiver, would he mesh well with the quarterbacks? You know, there's a lot of things there that you're never certain when a guy transfers. But he's a third leading receiver right now for Alabama. He's been that guy, that third down guy, the fourth down guy. When they need a pass and need a reception, they seem like they go to him quite a bit. So I don't know if it was a total surprise, but he's really has emerged quite a bit.
Absolutely.
On the other side of things, I'm a big fan of the punting game, and so when you see J.K. Scott has to be the whole punting game has been sort of a disappointment. It's kind of been couldn't be any more of a surprise after the year he had last year, averaging 48 yards a punt. He's down in the 39 yard range right now. So a few shanks. There have been a few issues, I guess, with the drop, but overall, I don't think if you would have said in August that J.K. Scott would be struggling right now, that would be a surprise. It'd be a huge surprise. So those are the biggest surprises, I guess, for me and for John. Michael and John, this is it for today. Stay tuned for the rest of the week and the coverage for the game Saturday, Alabama, Arkansas, 6 o'clock, Bryant-Denny Stadium.